Are fake flowers really that bad? I'm Julie from Julie Davis Flower Workshops and Flower Star, the online flower arranging classes. Now, I've just bought some fake flowers for a project I'm going to be doing. A lovely head of hydrangea here, and I think probably from the angle you're looking at, you'd be hard pressed to tell that that wasn't a real flower. This one came from Next and cost me £10, so it was quite pricey. So I guess, depending on what your budget is, depends on the quality of the flower that you're going to get. So I would say you need to get the best quality flower you can for the budget you've got. And to make your flowers look even more natural, when they've got leaves on them, you can bend them and shape them so they would appear as the natural flower. Now this hydrangea has got quite a chunky stem, so when I'm putting it in my vase, you'd need to cut it down to size. So you'll find that a pair of normal scissors won't be strong enough. So what I would normally do is bend the stem backwards and forwards to try and crack through the plastic, and then get a pair of wire cutters, quite heavy duty, and trim the flower off to size. So I think that's a great impersonation of a hydrangea, and I'd highly recommend that. Now the other things I've been buying are these monstera leaves, and again you can just see they're lovely and glossy. Up close they probably don't bear a close inspection. I mean they aren't real, they're fake. And the reason I've bought these is I've got my computer space is very dark, and I just felt I needed something to lighten and brighten the space up, and it wasn't an option to have a pot plant because it's too dark, and I didn't always want fresh flowers in an office location. So I bought myself a pair of these big leaves, and these came from IKEA, and I think they were £3.50 each. I can't remember now, but certainly the two together were less than £10, and I think again they look like a great alternative. So you just need to be really discerning about what you're going to buy and to get them to look as natural as they can. And if they're not looking natural, well, don't buy them and choose something else. And on that point is to perhaps stick with the naturally coloured flowers, so steer away from the bright blues and the bright purples that don't occur naturally in nature. So I'm going to put these in my office, and I've got an empty carafe here. Obviously I don't need to fill it full of water because the flowers don't need anything to take up. I will take off the sticky label that came from the shop and make sure I've removed all that. Oops, getting stuck on my fingers now. And then I'm always quite loath to cut the length off my fake flowers because you never quite know whether you want them to be longer in the future. So what I thought I would do is to spiral the wire round if I can, so that would sit down into my vase and give me a sort of second point of interest in the vase. I'm not sure whether it's going to work because I've not tried this before. So it's not too bad. So you just got the stem curling round, and I would say it's creased and bent. The stem itself is quite hollow with the length of wire going up. So it's one of these things where you need to kind of get it right first of all, or you're going to be, instead of enjoying the look of these naturally looking leaves, you're going to wonder why on earth it's all creased inside the vase. There's wire on the back side of the leaf, so it does mean that you can manipulate the leaf. So I could, it came from the shop like this, but I can flatten it down so it sits where I wanted to sit, and it makes the plant look more natural. And I wanted to have one leaf that was higher up, just going straight up, and another one off to the side like that. In fact, I might just wrap that round one more time, and it just looks very casually, well, two leaves in a vase. So my answer to the question is, are fake flowers really worth it? I would say spend as much as you can afford and really look for something that's top quality and isn't looking too plasticky. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you soon.